It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see the Aviators, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Aviators and the Pioneers. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their rookie quarterback, the former Boilermaker from Purdue.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Ware. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in their team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a give right side. Means. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Ware. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Means. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the gun, they run with Ware. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 51 yards on the punt there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams.
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a give right side. Baker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Petty now.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Well, here's a quick throw to start the drive complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1.
St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
As they've got it as we resume action.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Ware. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
2nd and a yard at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Paddock. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get out.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is gone.
Next on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this out to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
The Pioneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's McLaughlin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra
Still 1st down.
that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fighting to stay upright.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now here's the timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 39, Petty. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Baker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. Petty now. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Pioneers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10.
They run it here. Where? And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's long. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Petty. He finds his man, complete. That's long. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Ware. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now 2nd and 5.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Baker. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's Patty. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. They'll leave this for Ware. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run with Ware. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a gain of 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Walker has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The right side here with Ware. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Aviators offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Rowe. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle they go. Means. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's long. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Aviators have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
2nd and 11. That's caught by Ware. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Goes to Ware on the screen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Means. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 4, a little under 40 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The fifth time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at the 20.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Chicago, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.